Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and today we're going to be taking a look at me playing Super Smash TV on the Super Nintendo. Now, I originally captured this footage because I did my big Super Nintendo game collection video on my main channel, and for that video, basically for a solid week, I sat down and just played a ton of Super Nintendo games to get gameplay footage for that. And yeah, you know, it's tough, but somebody has to do it, right? But man, I love Super Smash TV. It's just such a great game. I mean, I like twin stick shooters, and while this isn't really a twin stick shooter in the traditional sense, because obviously the Super Nintendo doesn't have sticks on it, this does play really well because of the strafing that is involved. And it lends itself pretty well to that, actually. It plays really well. I mean, yes, it gets hectic, but not unfairly so. And so if perhaps you are unaware of this game, well, it takes place in the future, a future of the year 1999, and you are part of a television show where you are basically trying to stay alive in these rooms, being bombarded by these enemies here, and you are doing it in front of a live TV audience. Boy, does that sound familiar. That is because that is pretty much the plot, or a very similar plot, to the Stephen King short story, The Running Man. And, you know, it's funny because I didn't put two and two together. I don't know why. And I'm such a huge Stephen King fan. I've read the original way back, I don't know, you know, in the late 80s, or maybe, yeah, it was probably the late 80s, as a Richard Bachman book. But I didn't make the connection, actually, until I was looking at the Wikipedia article, and they said that this was one of the influences. And I was like, duh, of course. Exactly. I mean, that's exactly the plot of The Running Man, and so that was really cool. But yeah, basically in this game, you just try to stay alive, get as much money and power-ups as possible. You know, it's funny because I know this is a two-player game, but I don't think I've played it two-player very often. I really need to do that, actually. Next time we have a party or something like that, maybe I'll have this sitting on the coffee table ready to go so people can just pick up controllers and play with a buddy, because that would be super fun for sure. And I guess this was co-created by the guy who made Robotron 2048, which again makes total sense, although the games are slightly different. This one, actually, the enemies come at you at waves, or in waves, which changes it up quite a bit. So you basically just have to you know, just survive wave after wave until the room is cleared, and then you choose an exit and then continue on. But you know, again, very similar to Robotron. I like that game as well, so it makes sense why, you know, why I would like this one. Although, you know, I don't think you see, I mean, in Robotron, the whole goal is to try to save humans and survive the robots. In this one, I don't think that there are humans. Maybe in much later stages, but I don't think so. Instead of this, is you just try to survive as long as possible. But anyways, this is such a fun game, and this is a great version of it. When I was doing my collection video, I was actually bummed because I couldn't find my original cartridge, and so I had to run out and get another copy of it. And thankfully, it is still relatively inexpensive in just as a loose cart. You know, some of these Super Nintendo games can run into the hundreds, but thankfully this is not one of them. So if you haven't played it, definitely check it out. All right, thanks so much for watching.